tonight is half moon, and this month on the 7th of April we've got the pink moon. Now you could be interested in this, or you could be interested in my moon. Yeah, baby! Well, good evening everybody, and welcome to IR Photo Tours, where we tonight are going to do a bit of a challenge. We're going to get the moon, do some moon shots, and tell you the settings that I'm using. Let me tell you the setup I've got. The setup I have here is, firstly, a Canon M6 Mark II. Let me just go on with the Canon M6 Mark II just for a minute, because the M6 Mark II has a 32 megapixel sensor. It's a cropped 1/6 cropped sensor, which gives this scenario absolutely, well, it's just going to be perfect, I think. And then what we've got on here is a Canon 100 to 400mm f4.5 to f5.5 lens, and then on top of that we've got what will be the Canon 2x teleconverter or extender on that as well. Also, because it's an EF lens, I've had to put an EF mount onto the Canon M6 Mark II. So that's the setup. Obviously I'm on a gimbal. There's the gimbal. The only reason I'm on a gimbal is purely for my benefit, really. I just find that this setup actually is quite good for this. Now the moon is right up there. It is almost 12 o'clock. I'd say it's probably about 11 o'clock actually. So that's very high in the sky. And it is about, it's a half moon tonight. So we have got, there you go, I'm in shot now. So we have got that angle. You can see that angle? That is a hell of an angle to be photographing. So this is where the M6 Mark II comes into play with its tilt LCD screen. Get that in focus, which won't be a problem. And there we have it. You're now in focus. We're just going to bring that to center spot focusing, because that's all we need. And we're on one shot, so that is now focusing automatically onto the moon. So I'm getting an automatic photo, automatic focusing on the moon. Now we're at f9 and the ISO is at 1600. We don't want ISO 1600, we want ISO 100. ISO 100 will give us what we are after when it comes to shooting the moon. So I'm going to zoom right in, and by zooming right in I am now getting a lovely, lovely shot of that moon. And there we go. So we're as tight and as secure as we can possibly be, and we're on f11 with this conversion on, the 2x converted onto the 100-400mm lens, and on the body of the M6 we are at f11 is our lowest aperture. So to get the right exposure we want to be at 1/60th of a second. Now we're at 1/60th of a second. We now need to get it onto one shot, which is fine, but now we need to get it onto a 10-second delayed timer. So that's so here we go. So we want, no, we'd go for 10 seconds. No, 10 seconds. So I'm going to take the shot at that and see what I get. So we've got blinking light, we've got 10-second delayed timer going on, and let's have a look at what we got. one section of the moon that we're doing. So that's at half moon. Now on the 7th of April, there'll be a full moon, and that is called the pink moon. We'll be shooting that, of course, and we'll be shooting every night as long as it's a clear night. If it's not a clear night, then this is going to go out the window. But I'm sure that we could get the moon somehow every night. And what we're going to try and attempt is to get the moon every night all the way up to full moon, to its pink moon, and then we're going to put that sequence on one image. So you'll see it from now at half moon all the way through to full moon. So that's probably at its highest point, and it's probably at its smallest point, or it looks small, doesn't it? When it's on the horizon it looks massive, but when it's way out there it looks quite small. But when it's in my lens here, that looks pretty impressive. So that setup is really good. So yeah, a little bit of tweaking, just a little bit of tweaking in Lightroom. Just get the sharpness up as well, because I am shooting in RAW, and shooting in RAW, as you know, you do have to sharpen it. So anyway, I'm going to leave it there and let this video carry on doing what it's doing. I'm going to take a couple more pictures just in case, make sure I get the images right. I'll do a couple of manual images, manually focused images, as well as let the autofocus do its job. To be fair though, that's a big moon in this particular setup I have here, and at 32 megapixels I'm hoping there's going to be some really nice detail in there. So anyway, I'll catch you tomorrow night, okay? I'll see you later.